Yo Zedders, what up? Welcome back to Juju Zed, and it looks like the camera is not even loaded. I didn't check for that. Sorry about that, guys. But welcome. I'm just about to load that up. Just a sec. Yay! So we're here. Just a sec. Anything else to change? Maybe raise it up a little bit, or a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see about that. But welcome, guys. How's it going? How are you? Just gonna close this shirt up, zip it up here. Zip it. It's a bit cold, I gotta say. Yeah, good. And just get this higher. Nope. Now I feel short. Why am I so? I don't know. Let me. I don't need to actually flip it. Oh, not like that. Hello from the other flipped side. Okay, so vertical back, and we just need to flip it horizontally. There you go. That's how it works. Okay, so kind of makes more sense for me. I know it's kind of mirrored, but it makes more sense for me, to be honest, to actually figure out where I'm looking. But welcome, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I'm just gonna zoom it in here. I can see the chat. It's so cool. So basically, this is what I did. I had a Okay, so this also zooms this in as well. It's maybe let's slow it a little bit. And I'm still sick. Sorry about that. Yeah, so essentially, I would love to figure out a way that wouldn't really mess with both websites at the same time, but okay. So you guys can hear me, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, you can. Okay, cool. All right, so I thought for a second you couldn't hear me, so okay, we are all good at least. All right, so I think this is zoomed in enough. I can still see some details about the stream and still see the chat at the same time, which is really good. Now, we will basically begin and check these patch notes out. I was a little bit careful not to actually look too much into the chat on Discord because I didn't want to get spoiled. By the way, I'm just going to fix the camera really quick. You will like it, actually. So just one moment, please. Wish I could actually just pin this setting somewhere. It would make it much easier for me. So if I lower the brightness here, wow, right? Looks much better now. Ooh, too dark. No, this is good. All right, so yeah, we are all set. Time to close it. Good, so everything is all set up. We can actually go ahead and check this. I will still make the camera 30 FPS because every time I need to connect it, I need to remove it from being 30 FPS, and then I can bring it back to 30 FPS. And my face looks okay now. It's a bit better. It's not like I'm actually a slideshow, so that's great. But hello, Mr. Ron, my friend. How are you doing? I actually found a place that brings in some weird shit from outside the country, so I'm getting some great flavors for Monster. I'm addicted, as you know. I don't really like the other flavors, to be honest, but I'm just kind of testing them and at the same time pretty much collecting them, so that's pretty cool. They're basically twice the price on this store, but whatever, it was worth it, to be honest. So, where are these patch notes, man? On update news? Yes. Now, a few things we're gonna do. I want to check that update video as well, if I can. Because I've seen all of the different sneak peeks, but I haven't really seen the video. So let's get right into the video. Okay, that is Jean for sure. I do recognize Jean and her powers when I see them. Oh, there you go. Let's see a little bit of angel action. Come on, Beast. Show us what you got as well. Beast is it's actually not as Juggernaut-ish with the skills as I expected, but that's pretty cool. And man, this gets me excited for Magneto. Her skills looked pretty great. I this, or I have muted this on purpose. I know that most likely there was some sound in there, but I just didn't want to mess with that. Maybe there was some music that I couldn't play. So that's good. All I wanted to see was just that. And the sneak peeks, you guys already have seen them yourself. Plus, I've seen them, so there's no need to actually check those. We're going to see the maintenance notice, my friend. So, greetings agents, this CM fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Marvel Future Fight will be having its maintenance on the 6th of December. The game will not be available during this time. So the 6th, it's actually happening today, so tomorrow we'll have the update. That's great, as always, of course. The game will not be available, blah, blah, blah. And then find more information. Of course we will. Let's see what we'll get. Obviously the usual stuff. It doesn't actually show what's gonna be on the update, which is nice because usually it does, and I pretty much get spoiled immediately. Oh, this many new characters. Oh, this many trees, blah blah blah. So anyway, now we actually start. So I hope you guys can hear me. If you can, please just react or something, because I'm kind of going in blind right now. And I love how I can actually just read the chat while kind of looking at the camera, so it doesn't look as weird. There is something that I want to try out, but I haven't done that yet because I haven't had time. There's this cool weird thing that NVIDIA has made. Well, not NVIDIA, but it is supported by NVIDIA, let's say, where it's like some project where like it allows the camera, or it allows the stream to always think that you're looking at the camera, right? Like, for example, I'm playing the game down here, or I'm checking the chat here, or maybe up here now that I moved it up there. The camera will always show my eyes just looking directly at the camera. I can close my eyes and be like this, and you still think that I'm there. It's cool. I can just sleep here, man. I can just sleep, and you'll all think that I'm just staring into your soul without saying anything. It would be some weird stuff for like people who do sleep streams. I know they're weird, and I do agree with that, but it would be very fucking funny where they just like sleep and it's like and just like staring into your soul, my friend. It's creepy. Anyway, we're ready. Let's go ahead now. Greetings, agents. This CM fragment of Marvel Future Fight. The theme of the December update is the destiny of Vax. Let me also make it easier for, well, both of us to actually read it. Let me just zoom it in a little bit. So the theme of the December update is the destiny of Vax. I need to cough once in a while. Sorry. Find out what future the mutants will face in Marvel Future Fight. First of all, check out the main heroes of the update. The new superhero Polaris has tier 3, tier 4 advancement for Dark Phoenix Jean Grey, we knew that, and the new uniform for the leader of mutants Cyclops. Potential transcendence for Beast, Angel, and Bishop. Okay, well that's a little bit disappointing for Bishop. He got nothing. That's annoying. That just adds one more character that I need to kind of transcend because they're kind of outdated. Awesome. And 6 new artifacts for the updated heroes will be added. Fight against the world boss legend Dark Phoenix. Oh! Okay, someone called this, by the way. No, actually, they didn't call this. They called the GBR thing, actually. They thought, oh, it's going to be a new GBR. It's going to be Dark Phoenix. But it's world boss legend. I'm so happy. So happy because that means more of a chance you're going to get the boss as boss of the day, and it's a higher chance that it's going to give you higher rewards because the newer ones always give you higher rewards. But let's see. Who has burst her powers with the upgraded heroes? World Boss Conquer effects, purchase all feature for some store items, and the 2022 event token archive rewards have been added. Okay. Oh, Conquer effects. So we get better damage, I'm guessing? The higher we go with the Conquer level. Purchase all feature for star items. That's cool. And then some token archives and rewards. Okay, cool. To help you prepare for battle, so check the details below. So one new hero, Polaris, a powerful female mutant who controls the magnetic force, has been added. Basically, she's going to be a superhero, mutant, female, blah, blah. We know the usual stuff. She's going to be a paywall character, but she can also be acquired by just the normal pass, which is great, man. They're doing some good shit with the new characters. They're kind of hoping that some people will actually pay to to support Netmarble, which is the best way. Essentially, is like you either get cosmetic or you don't. And here it's like you either get this character as soon as the update drops, or you wait like a week to unlock her and then just use some items to upgrade them. It's pretty cool. So the leadership is going to increase all attacks by 45% for mutant allies. And then the passive is going to increase skill damage by 35%, bonus damage by 30%, basic damage received will be decreased by 25%. And then when hit, she will have a 10% chance to absorb the energy damage. All attack increased by 5% upon absorption, stacks up to 30%. Okay, so yeah, it depends on what your enemy is then. So, sorry, if you're fighting an energy-based character, then she's gonna have a higher chance to deal more damage. Interesting. Tier 2 passive will increase basic damage dealt to supervillain faction by 45% and decrease damage received by supervillains factions by 35%. So that's great. That's actually support. That applies to mutants. This character, man, you want to basically go with her as a leader, Dazzler as support, and just your dealer. And holy hell, it's some good. It's some good shit, man. It's like 90% increase on damage just because of her leadership and support at the same time. That is crazy. That's gonna make Jean pretty powerful, man. You put her as a leader, Jean as your dealer, and Dazzler as support, and it's gone. Sorry about this. I'm still pretty sick. It's annoying. First skill is just going to have damage. Second skill is going to be stun and incapacitation. Also paralysis, which ignores immunity. That's interesting. The third skill will have fracture, paralysis, and then damage accumulation based on damage that... wait a second. Oh, damage that you deal, which is good. So it's 1% of the 1% damage that you accumulate. That's okay-ish as a number, but not bad. Let's see, the fourth skill is going to deal bleed by 40%, and then stun for 4 seconds, and then damage immunity for 5 seconds. And now lastly, the fifth skill is going to deal burn. Okay, interesting. And then snare. After that, we have... so she does have some Alliance Battle Legend effects, which is good. And then after that, we have decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 60, and then recover 20% health. So obviously a heal. Of course, every character has a heal now. Invincibility for 4 seconds, and then mini proc of 80% for 1 attack on that fifth skill. Few things that I want to mention. It's great that characters like these are... what the hell, man? I'm almost joking. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Right? So it's actually great that characters like these, which are like support types, are getting these effects that will help in in Alliance Battle Legend, because essentially you don't have to go with a bad character that's not actually going to give you support to actually use them instead of your support character, just so that you're able to cancel the roar. Instead, you can use your support character. He can also cancel the roar. Yay! Win-win, right? So that's great. Now, 4 new uniforms. Oh boy, the icon looks cool. She looks badass. She wants to kill everybody. Cool. So, the mutants have gained more power through the uniforms to fight against their fate. Check out the abilities of Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix, Cyclops Modern, Beast, all new X-Men, and Angel, all new X-Men. So let's see. Now, her uniform obviously is gonna be expensive. It's gonna be a 1500 crystal uniform. It's gonna be a supervillain universal uniform. So this is just perfect, man. You go with Jean, you have a villain and a hero at the same time. The hero uniform obviously not gonna be as badass, but man, you get her to tier 4, it's gonna do something, right? Like, it's gonna still do something. I love this. Like, characters like these, I definitely want to tier 4 as soon as possible. Obviously, we're getting quite a few of them, so it's not as easy to get to keep track of all of them. Like, but yeah, at some point I would love to. So I'll finish Black Bolt first, and then she's gonna be my next one. But at some point, I would love to actually get Cap and Namor done as well, because they have uniforms where they are both heroes and villains. So it's definitely helpful. Now let's continue. She's gonna pretty much increase fairy damage by 40% on her uniform, and will have guard break immunity. Also will decrease pierce damage taken by 60%. Oh, Mr. Timeline people. Careful. Now, let's continue. Oh, that was some crazy stuff just right there. Let's see. The unit ultimate skill is also going to change, apparently. So, applies to enemies. Burn. Obviously, we knew about burn. Now, stun, snare, remove active buff from the target. Silence as well. 5.2% decrease of fire resistance, stackable to 40%. That's interesting. 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincibility effects. It's 100%, not even 80%. What the hell? 100% chance to penetrate with fire immunity effect. God damn it, man. Invincibility for 9 seconds and increase all attacks by 5%. Wow. All right. Starting off strong. Of course, it was a tier 3 skill, so it was crazy, but that is a bit too crazy anyway. Let's continue now. We'll start with the normal passives now. So the 4-star passive, she will revive with 100% of health. Of course, I think this hasn't changed too much. I think maybe the cooldown has dropped by 26. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have no clue. The tier 2 passive is going to increase all resistance by 60% and increase kill damage by 50% and bonus damage by 50%. Decrease damage received by 40% as well. Sorry about that. I am sick currently still. Haven't gotten better after 2 seconds, of course. Now, the first skill will deal burn and then decrease all defense by 10%. Nice. Interesting, I guess. Stun for 2 seconds, snare for 2 seconds, decrease fire resistance by 4% and stackable up to 50%. Interesting. Now, the second skill is gonna have ignore iframe. Good luck. She will have time freeze as she always had. She will deal burn, she will deal incapacitation, paralysis, and then an immunity for 3 seconds for herself as well. The third skill is going to be kind of I won't like it as much as others, but okay. So incapacitation, 5% decrease to fire resistance, stackable to 100%, 100%. And now she's also going to accumulate damage up to 60% of max HP, damage that she receives, of course. And it's always been like that. Maybe the percentages will change, but yeah. I've always not liked her because of this. It's not PDE-ish, She'll also have that heal of 6% every 1 second. The recovery amount will increase based on the damage that gets dealt to you, and then it cannot exceed 100% of max HP. So, of course, you cannot heal as much as as your health is, of course. So, on the fourth skill, she'll deal burn, and then silence, and then paralysis, and then on the fifth skill, she'll have stun, and then an 80% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects. She'll get invincibility for 5 seconds, nice. And then lastly, she will increase all attack, all defense by 45%, all speed by 10, and critical rate by 45. Really, really interesting. Really good, man. Let's see Cyclops now. So he's going to be a blast superhero. 1050 uniform, of course. He is gonna be order, of course, as normal. So he's back to being a hero. That's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be a good uniform. So I'm glad about that. He's gonna lose his Phoenix Force stuff, but oh well. I'm not gonna complain. He sucked for way too long. So the critical damage will be increased by 20%. The chain hit damage will be increased by 10% when attacking. Nice. And also they're changing the tier 3 skill for him too. So he'll decrease all defense by 20%, all speed by 25%, burn. He will apply burn basically, and then snare for 3 seconds. He will increase guaranteed critical rate by 35%. He will have 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects, and then he will be invincible for 6 seconds, and also have a mini proc of 90%. Nice. Okay. Now the leadership skill will increase all attacks by 45%. That's a 10% increase, and all defense by 30%. Maybe that got increased as well. Now the passive will also increase by 40% your energy attack, so that's also higher, I think. That's pretty good. Now, the tier 2 passive will apply to him only, and it will ignore dodge by 50%. It will give him super armor, and it will increase basic defense by 40%. It will increase skill damage by 35% and bonus damage by 30%. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, my friend. First skill will have fracture. The second skill will have shock, stun, paralysis. And then the third skill will have damage accumulation dependent on the damage that you deal. So that's pretty cool. I don't think he ever had damage accumulation. The fourth skill will deal bleed, stun, snare, and then the damage. And lastly, the fifth will have paralysis. It will have the heal of 25%, invincibility for 5 seconds, and then a buff to attack and defense by 40%, all speed by 1, critical rate by 30. And then the damage. So not bad, not bad. He's getting a tier 3 skill change. Same with Gene. I'm not sure if that's going to be like actual animation wise as well, but still. An improvement is an improvement, so I don't mind. Now, we're going to go ahead and continue with Beast now. He's going to be a superhero. It's going to be a 1050 uniform. It's going to have an order. I'm sure we already knew about that, but let's continue. So the uniform effect is going to pretty much change quite a lot of things. It will give him support, but it's going to be defensive support, I think, mainly. We'll see. So this is a 40% increase of HP for all allies and ignore dodge by 25%. So that's not bad. That's actually a little bit offensive as well. The leadership will pretty much apply to all allies, and again, it's going to give them a 50% increase of physical attack and critical damage increase of 10%. The passive itself, the 4-star passive, will decrease chain hit damage by 15% when attacked, and then decrease damage received from reflect effects by 50%. For any kind of reflect, all attacks, and then it will give him super armor and then defense increase of 40%. Now the tier 2 passive will increase skill damage by 40%, bonus damage by 30%, decrease damage received by 35%, and then exclusive bosses, he will ignore the enemy's damage decrease by 15%. So obviously on Shadowland, this is going to be pretty good. That's all I can say, because obviously on bosses he doesn't apply that, so his damage is still going to be decreased a bit. So the first skill will deal bleed, the second skill paralysis and immunity for 3 seconds. The third skill is going to deal stun, and it's going to give him a barrier for 10 hits for 8 seconds. It will have damage accumulation dependent on damage that you deal, so that's great. It's 1%, that's great. That's pretty much awesome. I don't know what else I could ask for. Now the fourth skill will deal burn. It will decrease all defense by 6% and stackable to 30. It ignores immunity. That's really good. It will recover 40% of HP. This guy is getting finally is getting like a heal, and it's a good heal as well. It's going to be 40%. It's pretty high. Now it's going to also increase all attack by 50%. Sorry. And lastly, the fifth skill is going to deal bleed. It's gonna decrease, effect of bleed essentially, and then fear, and then incapacitation. It will make him invincible for 8 seconds, and lastly, it's gonna give him a mini proc of 70%. That's not bad. Look at Angel, man. He looks kind of weird though. I don't like those eyebrows. They're kind of squarish. Anyway, he's a speed superhero. It's a 1050 uniform, and then let's get into it. He has leadership, so that's cool. Now the uniform effects, basically it will apply to all allies. He will increase the dodge rate by 30% and then 50% increase of recovery rate. That's really weird. Defensive as well. But yeah, lots of support types here, huh? Kind of PvP-ish if you ask me. Now the 4-star passive will give him super armor, increase all defense by 40%. The tier 2 passive will increase critical rate by 20%, increase guaranteed dodge rate by 35%, and skill damage by 40% and bonus damage by 20%. Now we begin with the skills. His first skill is going to give him stun, second skill fracture and paralysis, the third skill snare, paralysis, and then immunity for 5 seconds, and then again damage accumulation dependent on damage that you deal. That's really awesome. The fourth skill will deal paralysis. It will give him a heal of 25%, sorry, not that high, and then invincibility for 5 seconds, and lastly a mini proc of 100%. Now the last skill, the fifth skill, is gonna give him silence, incapacitation, another heal. Never mind, he does get a lot of heals. Sorry about that. It's another heal. It's at of 35%, so that's really good. It will increase all attack and defense by 40%, all speed by 1, and critical rate by 40. That's great. Now, Polaris Tier 3. Polaris has gained new powers to protect the peace of the mutants. The trapped enemies will receive a powerful polarity attack. Now, she's gonna deal bleed, stun, silence, an 80% chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects. She will be invincible for 8 seconds and increase all attack and defense by 50%, all speed by 10, and critical rate by 35. Not bad. Not bad all in all. So that's great. Let's see that skill. I think this is the one that we were seeing on the video, so that's pretty cool. So I don't know how her basic attacks are going to be. I thought that was a basic attack, but yeah, it looks like it's the tier 3 skill. Let's see Jean Grey's tier 4, man. Jean Grey, the physical manifestation of the Phoenix Force, has gained new powers. Check out the powerful mental abilities of Jean Grey, who can control her great powers, or who can control just great powers. Never mind, sorry. Now, the skill effects are basically going to be that she will reflect 100% of the damage received up to 45% of max attack. So the more attack you give her, the more you will reflect. And it also accumulates 10% of pure damage when attacking. And yeah, holy hell, she has 2 damage accumulations. Holy damn, she's like a great hybrid. It's a 1.8% increase as well. Wow, just get Jean Grey, bro. After Black Bolt, I'll just go with Jean Grey. There's like no other choice. No other tier 4 is as good as this, bro. Like, she gets crazy good defense, or like basically counter for timeline, and then crazy good offense as well with that added damage accumulation. Like, holy hell, man. What the hell, man? I'm not gonna say anything, but like, this is pretty crazy. So let's see the potential awakening and transcendence. Through the December update, Beast, Angel, and Bishop Bishop will be available for potential awakening and transcendence. So let's see Beast's skill. It's going to be stun, critical rate, and damage increased by 35%. Dodge will increase by 70%. Oh, sorry, it will ignore dodge by 70%. It's going to have a 70% chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and invincibility effects. Then it will give him invincibility for 8 seconds and removal debuffs for 7 seconds, and increase all attack by 25%, all defense by 25%, and that's pretty much it. Let's see Angel's skill. So stun, critical rate, critical damage increase of 35%, ignore dodge by 70% to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects. It will give him invincibility for 8 seconds, remove all debuffs for 7, and increase all attack, all defense by 25%. Mostly pretty much the same skill. Lastly, we'll see Bishop, who is the only one who's now going to be penetrating. That's a bit annoying. He's the only one that doesn't have a uniform, so he's getting double the shaft amount, let's say. So he's going to get stun, critical rate increase, and damage increase of 35%, ignore dodge by 70, invincibility for 8 seconds, removal debuffs for 7 seconds. Oh, he's getting a mini proc of 50%, so that's actually not bad. And then increase all attack, all defense by 25%. Not bad. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and start with Beast's skill. So let's see that again one more time, please. So they scream, blah, blah, blah. He attacks a few times, and that's pretty much it. That's a bit of a short one, though, if you ask me. Now let's see it from Angel's point of view. We're just flying up in the air, shooting down, and then pretty much dropping on them like a badass. Let's see Bishop, though. Okay, pretty cool. Not too crazy, but okay. Definitely expecting it to be really helpful, though, no matter what. Now we're going to check the new World Boss Legend, Dark Phoenix, and improvements in the Conquer system. The first Mutant World Boss Legend has been released. Oh yeah, that's true. That's a mutant. Damn it. I hope it doesn't give like specific rewards that we cannot get otherwise, but that's interesting. Let's see. Are they going to have separate items for mutants? I mean, it doesn't look like it, but let's double check, bro. Oh my god, that's gonna be crazy. Prepare for the outrage of the Dark Phoenix. Oh, it's gonna be an outrage for sure if it's not done properly. She looks great, and this is how the uniform will also look. I'm betting, so that's great. So the world boss ranking for Dark Phoenix has been added. Challenges for Dark Phoenix have been added as well. Cool. Now, agents can challenge Dark Phoenix from difficulty 1 after clearing the unlocks challenges. So it's gonna take a while to actually unlock this, but it's gonna be worth it, man. Actually, what does it require? Clear Mephisto, clear Ultron, clear Gore. No, null. Probably null is there as well. Sorry about that. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Just do your world boss legend clears, and you're gonna unlock it at some point. I still will go with the boss of the day, bro. Even if it takes me like 2 weeks to unlock her, I don't care. I don't care at all. Clear Dark Phoenix to acquire various rewards, such as potential surge points, conquer level points, cosmic cube fragments. Can be acquired at a 100% rate from. Okay, that's fine. Now, I don't know what difficulty she has. I don't know if it shows this here, but difficulty 5, bro. She's gonna be the hardest one yet, right? So you definitely need a character that can go to level 80 to even clear her, I'm sure. Great, that is perfect. That isn't gonna make me sad at all, I swear. Man, that's bad. Let's see though. So what do we get? Acquirable rewards. So what do we get usually instead of the feathers and crown crystals? Bam and the Norn Stones of Chaos, I'm guessing. Which I'm fine with once in a while getting her as the boss of the day instead of the ones that would give me Bam and Norn Stones of Chaos, because I do get a good amount of them anyway. And plus, it's definitely going to be rare to get her. Out of like 5 bosses, it's just 20% chance that you're gonna get her. So you can get Phoenix Feathers, Crown Crystals, Answers of Dimension, Titan Component Packs, Cosmic Cube Fragments randomly, and Cosmic Cube Fragments with a 100% chance that it will drop, so that's good. Titan Records of each type, so that's okay. Life Seed, Carbonadium, Clear Tickets, Special World Boss Loot. Mighty CDP of Authority is gonna be her CDP, which is kind of crap, if you ask me. But okay, still waiting for that boss that's gonna give us Rage, huh? Now, the actual today, like the boss of the day rewards are going to be Essence of Dimension, Carbonadium, Cosmic Cube, Life Seed, and books as well. Now, all of these are just random. They're not guaranteed. And then the shield support will just give you CDP Reforging Core. So every 5th clear will give you World Boss loot. Isn't that just pretty great? Well, as first career rewards. Okay, cool. And then when you go to stage 10, you also get a great new icon. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. Now, the Conquer effects have been added for Ultimate Thanos and all World Boss Legends. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. A basic damage increase effect that applies to each World Boss Legend can be enhanced by raising the Conquer level of the respective World Boss. So the target and conditions of Conquer effect of each World Boss are different. All Conquer effects that apply to the same World Boss will be accumulated. Okay, let's see. Let's see like this example, right? So it says, depending on the Conquer level. So this is level 1, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. It would be different, I guess, with higher levels. But you do get a reward as well. So the reward we always get. Never mind. I'm not going to be dumb about that. But you also see the Conquer effects. And the higher you get your Conquer level, the higher your damage is going to be. So you basically, basic damage increase against Gore, you're going to get like a 0.3% increase. And basic damage increase against Dark Phoenix, 0.2%. Huh. So I don't get this, but fine, whatever. The Conquer level of all world boss has been expanded from 100 to 200. Nice. Rewards for Conquer level 101 to 200 have been added. The resist effects will be increased based on the Conquer level for all ultimate bosses. The basic damage dealt to specific bosses will be increased based on the Conquer level of ultimate mode, Thanos, and all world boss legends. So basically, World Boss Legend and Thanos as well are getting Conquer level. Didn't the other ones have a Conquer level as well? I didn't know that. Never mind. Whatever. Let's see the event token archive reward. We have prepared a reward for agents who have participated in all the events this year. Check out the special record you have achieved and receive the reward. What's this? Is this a token? I don't know. What's this? I don't know. Whatever. Luna's thank you gift by collecting all the event token of 2022, including the events that are to be held. I don't know if I've ever missed any events, so I might be able to get it. After the December update, exclusive passive skill artifacts will be added for Polaris, Gene, Grade, Cyclops, Beast, Angel, and Bishop. Let's see. Polaris. It will increase basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% or below by 20% and an additional of 0.6% of total instinct up to 200%. Nice. That's a good one. Let's see the one for Gene. This is going to be crazy if it's too good. So it will increase damage dealt to superhero faction by 20% and to the supervillain faction by 20%, and both an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. So yeah, kind of good if you ask me. Now the one for a Cyclops is gonna increase basic damage dealt to boss types by 20% and an additional of 0.1% of total instinct up to 20%. That's not too high. 0.1%, really. Let's see the one for Beast. It will when HP is below 50%, it will recover HP by 70% and an additional 0.3% of total instinct up to 200%. Increase mass HP by 50% and an additional 0.1% of total instinct up to 200%. Nice. So kind of like a Gilgamesh artifact, if you ask me. It's basically the same. The one for Angel is gonna give a 20% chance to dodge all attacks and an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. Nice. So more dodge with him. That's it. And lastly, the one for Bishop is going to increase dodge by 20% and an additional of 0.5% of total instinct up to 200% and increase all damage by 25% and an additional of 0.5% or of total instinct up to 200%. Now, we have the new Future Pass season. I'm going to have to... Hey, man, how's it going? Thank you. Hi there, King Black. How's it going, man? I'm going to have to really rush now. I'm close to when I need to go back to work. So we're going to get Polaris for free, of course. We're going to get an icon for her on the $10 Future Pass, and the $30 one has an icon for Cyclops. Interesting. Now, new special icons that will represent you have been added. Collect 2 new icons as Future Pass rewards. One as World Boss Legend Dark Phoenix reward, and 2 more from the token event that will be opened afterward, the 2022 event token archive. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see the icons. So Polaris is the $10 one. This is the $30 one for Cyclops. This is the one that you get by doing boss basically World Boss Legend of Dark Phoenix at stage 10. This is basically an icon for Luna. This is the one that you would get if you actually did all of your events and you didn't miss any off topic. But how high have you reached in Shadowland? 135 still. On the 235th week is when I will do 235, and that's getting closer by the day. So yeah, in 17 weeks I think I will be pushing to 235. The one for Angel looks really cool, and it's sad because it's on the event, so I'll want to go with CDP instead of that. So check out the new uniforms for of the awesome. Yeah, man, of course, it's in 17 weeks. We'll do it. So check out the new uniforms of the December update. Complete the collection by achieving the specified conditions and earn a reward. It's a better reward, of course. Other improvements and changes: a feature to purchase free and gold purchase products at once from the store has been added. That's great. Thank you. Finally. And then what? Oh yeah, that's for the chests. Yeah, that's also really good. Now, when reaching the maximum capacity of gold, additional gold acquired through various chests and store inboxes will now be sent to the inbox. Okay, so you don't really lose it, you just keep it on the inbox. That's really good. The uniform acquisition method can now be checked directly at the uniform all uniforms. The occasional issue of the main lobby screen animation being unstable has been fixed. Now, we have a lot of game error fixes, I'm guessing. Not too many of them, but okay. The occasional issue of the BGM not being played on some devices using Android 12 OS has been fixed. I'm guessing the special, like the effect sounds, I guess. The issue of the skill, yeah, background music, yeah. So the issue of the skill cooldown time not being applied normally after using the skills of specific heroes has been fixed. The issue of the messages of agents who are not an Alliance member being shown on the Alliance chat has been fixed. The issue of the gender of Captain America not being changed to female when equipping the Captain America Secret Wars 2099 uniform at Tier 4 has been fixed. The issue of the targeting being changed to normal enemies when using a skill after targeting Surtur at Alliance Battle Legend has been fixed. That's good. The issue of specific pattern of World Boss Legend Infinity Ultron being ignored with the Striker effect of Heimdall has been fixed. Really? How did they know? I didn't know this. We will return with various content improvements, so please stay tuned. Thank you. So I want to push to, I have 130 tier 3s, transcended characters, and lots of tier 2s. How do you think can I reach? Since you played every week, maybe you can give me some advice. I mean, what's your highest? If all you want is 135, you can definitely hit that. No problem at all. What else? Yeah, let me just see. How many do I have? I forgot. So I have like 7, 2, and 6. I have like 146 in total if you count the tier 4s as well. So I'm not like too much higher than you. Definitely depends on the uniforms you have, depends on the cards you have. You basically seeing my notes here. Sorry, guys. Not really stuff that's too important, so don't worry. You can translate it if you want. I don't care. But I'll open it on another page just so that it's not annoying for you guys as well. Now, essentially, as I said, I have 146 if I count my revives as well. 135 was done more than a year ago. Then I'm sure you can go pretty high up, man. If you have every character, apart from like the tier 3s, tier 4s, awakened characters, transcended characters, if you have every character, I'm sure you can, if you try really hard, you can probably even reach 235. That's what I'm going to be attempting to do. I don't have every tier 4, tier 4, tier 3. I don't have every transcend available, but I'm still going to be trying my best to actually get that done. So I don't know, man. We'll figure that out, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's gonna be pretty much it because I have to pretty much go back to work right now immediately. So thank you very much for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I'm gonna be streaming in the weekend, of course, doing Shadowland as well. You're only missing about 2 transcended characters. You can do it easily. I'm missing 18. What do you mean I'm missing 2 transcended characters, bro? I don't have like, wait, I have a list for that as well, of course, as always. There is a list for that. Let me get to it. I am missing, my friend, 7 characters. And with this update, I'm going to be missing 10 characters. So, yay. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. You're missing 18 transcendent characters. Yeah, you still do pretty well, bro. Don't worry. You're still going to do pretty high up. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be streaming in the weekend for the actual Shadowland stream. I don't know if I'll be able to get Polaris unlocked till then. I would love to have one more tier 3 character so that the actual clear is going to be a bit different, but we'll have to see. Till then, I will definitely have Agent Venom, though, transcended, so that's good. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you then. Cheers, and bye-bye.